So I just wanted to give a tip for organizing the fridge that has worked for me. I started doing this a few weeks ago and I live by myself, so um, if you have more people living with you, this probably works even better. So you can make sure you're using all your food and reducing food waste and also saving money. So I always had a problem with forgetting I had certain foods or having produce go bad and just basically forgetting about it because it would be shoved like to the back, or I just would have stuff like anywhere there was room. And I actually, so my fridge is pretty empty right now just because I haven't gone grocery shopping in a while, and I've actually been eating my food and using it, so that's why it's so empty right now. And usually my fridge would not look like this. Usually it would have a bunch of random things everywhere, like random containers, stuff like that, sometimes food going bad. And so I'll just give you some of the things that I've been doing. So first of all, I put all my produce or anything that that needs to be used within like the week on the top fridge, the top shelf. And then my middle shelf, just because there's not a lot of room there, I use this as like my place to put food that has a long kind of like shelf life that will last like a bit longer. And then I use the bottom one as more like produce and stuff that will go bad quickly, just because I personally do buy a lot of like produce. So if you don't buy a lot of produce and you have more stuff that's lasts longer, you can kind of divvy it up what works for you. I do have this thing here. I try not to put stuff in drawers. I have an onion. Onions last a long time, so I'm fine putting that in there. I also put anything that will last a long time in drawers because I often don't look in here. When I'm just opening the fridge, I just forget about stuff in here. Same with these drawers. I stopped putting produce in here. I put stuff in here that will last like a few weeks at least. Whenever I put produce in these drawers, I always like forget about them. So that's why I love putting them here. I can see everything. I'm more likely to like grab stuff and eat the stuff there. I know the drawers are made for produce and to like keep them fresh and stuff, but honestly, like, it's not even worth it for me because I always end up forgetting about them anyway.